Hey YouTube, I'm in the backyard today because I have to cut the grass and do a little weed eating. I'll show you what that is. You probably may not know that term because I have to use a weed eater and then I have to use the lawnmower to cut the grass. So there's a process here. I'm just going to cut the backyard or cut the back. And it's pretty small, but there's a little process or procedure that I need to do. So I'm going to show you what's involved in cutting the backyard. Let me show you what the backyard looks like. Here's the backyard. It's a combination of some grass, and we have some kind of brick pavers that's created this brick area where we can kind of put some chairs and everything, but I have to take out the weed eater, and we say weed eat where the concrete sidewalk meets the grass to cut all the grass that's sticking out onto the sidewalk and around the edges of the concrete and the bricks. I need to use a weed eater and along the walls, and then once I do that, I'll say break out the lawnmower, or I'll take out the lawnmower and use that. But the first thing I need to do, we have these steps, but in front of the steps here we have we call it a wood lattice. It's just made out of strips of wood, but we keep this here to prevent the dog from going up the steps. But I need to kind of remove the lattice. I'm going to move them over here against the wall. So as you can see, I removed the lattice that was in front of the steps over here that goes up to the greenhouse at the top my wife uses, and so I put the lattice here just to get it out of the way when I start to weed eat. I'm going to move this other lattice out of the way up those stairs as well. And let's go on to the next step. Well, the next step that I need to do is check the grass for, we say, dog doo or dog poop. And I need to kind of walk around, look at the grass. Then I'm going to use this shovel, this is called a shovel, to, we say, scoop the poop, or scoop up the poop. So I walked around the grass. I don't see much poop, but there is a little dog poop over here, I think. Let me see. Oh, this is a pine cone. There's a little dog poop right here, so I need to scoop that up. Let me walk around some more and see if I see any more dog poop. There's some more dog poop right here, some dog poop right here. So now I've got the shovel in hand. It's time to scoop some poop. I'm going to throw it over the fence. So I got rid of all the poop. Now let's go to the next step. Okay, the next step is to get we call this the weed eater. It has a motor here and a shaft. This is a handle, kind of where I can control the speed of the motor right here, trigger that I press. And at the end over here, it has kind of these plastic nylon strings or cords that spin around, and it cuts the grass, it chops the grass off. So this is called a weed eater. It uses a combination of gas and oil mixture. You can buy the gas separately from the oil, but I buy the gas and oil mixture already pre-made. This is called, this is an Echo brand. The name of the weed eaters, the brand is Echo, but they make this called premium mix of fuel and oil, 50-to-1. I used to buy the gas and oil separate, but it was kind of a hassle. But then a friend of mine said this stuff is actually much better. It burns and runs cleaner in the motor, in the engine, and it doesn't have a tendency, we say, to gum up the carburetor. The carburetor is the thing inside the motor that kind of meters and sprays the gas and mixes the gas and the oxygen, the air together. And sometimes it has, the carburetor can get clogged up, but this is much better. It doesn't clog up as bad. So I've been using this for several years, and I've never had any problem with the weed eater having problem with it starting. So I need to add some fuel to the weed eater, and I also need to probably change out the strings here at the end. And you can buy this line here, and I just cut it to the right length. And this is called Echo Crossfire, and it's has 8 edges on it, and you can buy this at like Home Depot. So now I'm going to change out these wires or strings, these cutting strings. So I need to pull, there's 2 from each side. I need to pull from inside, pull it out, and pull it. So I took the old string out, trimmer string, and cut the new trimmer string to length. And I'm going to push it in through this hole right here, like so. It only goes in one way until it meets the other string here. So now the trimmer weed eater has string. There's a blade here that cuts the string to the right length once it starts to turn. See that? So now I'm going to put some fuel into the weed eater. Got to take this cap off. Take this cap off here. Just pour some fuel into the fuel tank. And it's pretty full. Spilling some. Okay, that's empty. Put this back on. And we're ready to start weed eating. So now there's a process I need to use to get the weed eater going. So I need to flip this switch to on right here, this on switch. Here on the carburetor, I need to flip this lever where it says cold start. There's a bulb, we call it primer bulb, which primes or puts gas into the carburetor. And once that bulb gets full, I'm ready. I need to hold down the trigger here, trigger switch. And then what I'm going to have to do is pull this cord until the weed eater starts. Well, I finished weed eating all around the grass and the edges of the sidewalk and the brick. Now Next step is to cut the grass. So now I got to add gas to the lawnmower. This is my gas can. It's a 2-gallon gas can full of unleaded gasoline. Over here is the lawnmower. It's a John Deere brand. Took the gas cap off. Here's where the gas goes, and here's the oil. Again, the name of the brand is called a John Deere, one of the I guess better types of lawnmowers or products you can buy. So let me fill it up with some gas. So we finished up, and that was the process of cutting the grass in the backyard. Last thing we had to do was to use the brooms and sweep up all the loose grass and dirt and everything else and put it in the red trash can. So hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments. Did you learn something new? Hey, there's 3 things you can do. Hey, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and 3, tell your friends. So from next time, hey, thanks for watching this episode of Learn Everyday English. Talk to you later. Hey, goodbye.